What's going on, everyone? Harold here, Figuremania Show. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are in the world. And in today's video, I'm giving you guys my thoughts and impressions on this figure right here. This is the Godzilla x Kong, the new Empire Kong 2024 figure. Now, understandably, this figure was released already at this point about 2 or 3 months ago. But I decided to pick this figure up because I had the opportunity to, and I'm glad I did. Before I go any further, I want to give a special shout out and thank you to KowkisToy.com for sending me out this figure for review. And if you guys are looking to pick up this figure or other S.H.Monsterarts figures for Godzilla x Kong, you guys can go over to KowkisToy.com and use my promo code Figuremania-kowkis to get 6% off your purchase. Now let's continue with the review. Before we continue any further, let's just check the accessories that comes with this figure. So we get the 2 grip hands, we get open hands, and we get the knuckle walking hands, and we get the fist hands, and we get a roaring head for this figure. And I will switch it out, and I will show you guys in a moment how it looks on this body. And we get a new axe. Okay, and I really like the details on this axe. It's made out of a translucent blue plastic this time. I can see I can see a little bit of my finger as you can see in the camera, so that's pretty cool. So it's made out of a translucent blue plastic this time, so which is nice. Let's first take a look at the head sculpt for this figure. So this is the neutral face, and it's the same exact sculpt from the previous 2 releases, and it's very nice. Now, in terms of the paint, I very much appreciate this new matte finish on the figure. The previous releases of this figure, the paint has been glossy, and to me it's like they never really painted the figure, you know what I mean? So I'm very happy that they added like this gray coloration on this figure, and that's throughout the body. It's pretty consistent. And taking a look at the roaring head, I really like the paint app, the matte finish on this head, especially like the highlights and the beard over here. So that's pretty nice. It's pretty, kind of dead on in my opinion towards the movie. So like I spent a few days doing photography with this figure, and it photographs very nicely. Like I don't have to worry about like the glossiness of this figure, because like the paint app on this figure is a little bit more matted, so which makes it look nice. Moving down to the chest area, so we have the details of from his previous battle with Godzilla. So it's sculpted in there, so pretty cool. So I like how they did that. Very cool. And if we turn the figure around, there's this scar on the back, and apparently this scar is, he gets this scar in his battle with Skar King. There's a in the movie when they first meet, he jumps over him, and then like he slices his back, and I think that's what this is supposed to represent. So it's supposed to represent that scar when he gets sliced in the back by Skar King with his whip. So the paint throughout the body is matted, and I actually like this coloration a lot. In comparison to previous figures, so this is pretty good. I'm really happy with this figure, and I'm happy that I picked it up. In terms of the articulation, I feel that's the biggest improvement for this figure. In the time that I've been doing toy photography with this figure, I have noticed that the joint tolerance for this figure has been very much improved. Nothing's popped off on him, and he's just been a lot more easier to pose as to the previous Kong. Like the very first Kong, he felt like all rubbery and things, and it was very difficult pose him at times, so you had to exercise a lot of patience with him, and like, you know, even just the slightest movement, things would pop off him and things. But I'm happy to report with this figure, nothing's popped off him actually. And you know, it's just a lot more easier to pose him and things. So as opposed to the first figure, like I have the event exclusive Kong. I've never really done anything with that Kong, but comparing this figure to the first figure, there's an obvious improvement in terms of like the joint tolerance and the posing and things. It's just much easier to move his limbs around and things. So it's very, very good. I'm very happy with this figure. I'm very pleased. Giving you a posing demonstration. So this figure does have pretty good balance, and if you are patient in posing your figure, you guys can get pretty cool poses out of this Kong figure. A very big plus for me concerning this figure is the ability to pose, and with the S.H.Monsterarts Kong, he's so posable that you can get him in Spider-Man poses, which is pretty cool. And of course, probably one of the most important poses that any Kong figure needs to be able to do is the axe pose, and this figure can do it quite nicely. So here is a comparison of all three Kongs together. So this one right here is the original Kong. Now this is heavily customized, so you know, he's custom painted, and I got a custom head for this one. So this is not the original head. Okay, so this one here is the event exclusive, and this is the new one. So you can clearly tell the differences between the two. So you know, at the time when this guy was released, like, he was very glossy, and this guy's got a lot of gloss on him too. So I think this one here, for me personally, is the best of the three. You know, his paint app and everything perfectly is balanced on this figure. And for the final figure comparison, here we have the Playmate Zuko. So if you guys have this figure with your S.H.Monsterarts, I think this is a pretty good pairing. Not accurate in terms of scale, but this is pretty good, especially for toy photography. I did do a photo with these two guys, and I think you guys are going to like it. All right. And now that I have this figure, I am ready for the Skar King figure to arrive. And as you know by now, it will be packaged with a Beast Glove, which is a rather bit of a bummer personally. I was hoping that S.H.Monsterarts would give us a whole new Kong, but no. So this is what we're gonna get, and Skar King is gonna come packaged with the Beast Glove, and which I'm not too happy about. You know, they're doing like this Marvel Legends type Build-A-Figure type of thing with Kong. And anyways, we'll just have to see when Skar King arrives, and then you know, just see how the Beast Glove looks on our new Kong figure here. All right, so thank you very much for watching, guys. Please stick around for the photo gallery of the toy photography and the behind the scenes, and I will catch you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.